Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, first day of May, 26th day of Nissan. Here we go. We're continuing on in our small unit about laws for righties and lefties and if there are differences in halacha. So, when you put on your talus, you know that when we put on our talus, there's a really interesting procedure done to put on the talus. First, you hold the talus behind your head and you make the bracha. And then right after you make the bracha, you pull a talus over until it comes down to at least your mouth. And then you gather all four of the strings in front of you and you put them over your left shoulder. The reason for this interesting looking procedure is because the bracha says lehisatef batzitzis, to wrap ourselves in tzitzis. And the question is, like, what is wrapping? So the Gemara talks about atifas yishmaelim, that those were the Arabs, and they wore shawls, when they did a lot of desert travel, and they kind of did that. Their atifa was their way of wrapping in a shawl is that thing over their head and then like over their left shoulder. So we put it over our left shoulder as like we want to fulfill the mitzvah of atifa, of wrapping ourselves in the talus in all the different ways that a talus could be wrapped. Not that we're, God forbid, copying some other religion, but if that's how a shawl is wrapped, then we want our prayer shawl wrapped around us in one of the ways that you wrap right after we make the bracha. And then, of course, we put it on the regular way. The reason I'm mentioning this halacha in this unit is because the question is, do lefties do it different? And the answer is no. Righties and lefties do it the same. They pull it over until it's over their mouth, then they put it over their shoulder and left shoulder, and then right when they're done with that, they put it on regular with one string in front, one string behind, one string in front, one string behind. If you ever see one of those very modern shows where people wear it literally like a scarf and all four sets of strings are in front of you, that's not really proper. It's supposed to be wrapped around your body. That's two of the strings in front, two of the strings behind. Okay. Then there also is a custom during right before Shma of the morning to take the tzitzis in the left hand and hold them that way until you come to the parts where you kiss them at each of the parts of that special paragraph of Vayomer, which discusses tzitzis. So it is traditionally held in the left hand, and according to some, it's actually placed, the strings go through the pinky and the ring finger, right here where I'm showing you. And then we kiss them when we say the word tzitzis. So that's the left hand, and lefties and righties both do that. The idea of the left hand there is that it's near the heart. Okay, Rabbi Yaakov said that it shouldn't just go just between the pinky and the ring finger. He said that it should go through the palm of the hand first and then through the pinky and ring finger. There's mystical reasons why it has to be those fingers. And then he said that when you get to Vayomer, that both hands hold it during the paragraph of Vayomer. And lefties and righties do the same thing. And probably tomorrow we'll be discussing the idea of righties putting tefillin on their left hand and lefties putting tefillin on their right hand, and the source for that and everything. That's probably in tomorrow's halacha. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.